The elk, Majesty of the forest. The elk, one of the most iconic animals of North America and parts of Eurasia, is a majestic symbol of wilderness. Are known for their impressive antlers and their haunting bugle calls, these magnificent creatures have long fascinated humans. Whether roaming through dense forests, grazing in expansive meadows, or standing proudly on mountain slopes, elk embody the spirit of the wild. In this documentary, we'll delve deep into the life of the elk, exploring their biology, behavior, habitats, and their significance in ecosystems and human culture. Elk, also known as wapiti, belong to the deer family, Cervidae. Their scientific name, Cervus canadensis, reflects their prominence in North America, but they are also native to parts of Asia. Elk are among the largest members of the deer family, second only to the moose in size. Adult males, called bulls, can weigh between 700 and 1,000 pounds and stand up to 5 feet tall at the shoulder, while females, known as cows, are slightly smaller, weighing around 500 to 600 pounds. One of the most striking features of male elk is their antlers. These impressive structures can grow up to 4 feet long and weigh up to 40 pounds. Antlers are shed and regrown every year, making them one of nature's most remarkable regenerative phenomena. During the spring, antlers begin to grow, covered in a soft, velvety skin that supplies nutrients and oxygen. A late summer, the velvet is shed, revealing hardened antlers that are used for display and combat during the rutting season. Elk are herbivores, relying on a diet of grasses, shrubs, and tree bark. Their feeding habits play a crucial role in shaping their ecosystems. By grazing on vegetation, they help maintain the health of meadows and forests, promoting plant diversity and preventing overgrowth. In winter, when food is scarce, elk rely on their ability to digest tough plant material, such as woody twigs and bark, thanks to their specialized 4-chambered stomachs. Elk are social animals, living in herds that vary in size depending on the season. In spring and summer, herds often consist of cows, calves, and yearlings, led by an experienced female. Bulls, on the other hand, tend to live in smaller bachelor groups or remain solitary. During the autumn mating season, known as the rut, bulls compete for dominance and the right to mate with females. This is when the elk's famous bugle call is heard, a high-pitched, haunting sound that echoes through forests and valleys, signaling strength and dominance to rivals and attracting potential mates. The rut is a dramatic and intense time in the elk's life cycle, and bulls engage in fierce battles, locking antlers and pushing each other in displays of strength. These contests, though rarely fatal, can result in serious injuries. The dominant bulls, or herd bulls, gather harems of cows and defend them vigorously from other males. Once the mating season is over, the bulls retreat to recover and regain their strength for the challenges of winter. And calves are born in late spring or early summer, after a gestation period of about 240 days. A newborn elk calf weighs around 30 pounds and is able to stand and nurse within hours of birth. For the first few weeks, calves rely on their spotted coats for camouflage and their mother's attentive care for protection. By fall, the calves have grown strong enough to join the herd in preparation for the coming winter. Elk inhabit a variety of landscapes, from forests and meadows to mountainous regions and plains. They are highly adaptable and can be found in regions ranging from the boreal forests of Canada to the arid plateaus of the American Southwest. In Asia, elk populations thrive in habitats such as Siberian taiga and Mongolian steppes. This adaptability has enabled elk to survive and flourish despite changes in their environment over millennia. Historically, elk populations were widespread across North America, but habitat loss and overhunting led to significant declines by the late 19th century. Conservation efforts, including habitat restoration, hunting regulations, and reintroduction programs, have helped elk populations recover in many areas. Today, millions of elk roam wild across the United States, Canada, and parts of Asia, a testament to the success of these initiatives. Elk are more than just a part of the natural landscape. They hold deep cultural and spiritual significance. Indigenous peoples of North America have long revered elk as symbols of strength, endurance, and fertility. Elk meat, hides, and antlers were essential resources for Native American tribes, providing food, clothing, tools, and ceremonial objects. Even today, elk are celebrated in art, folklore, and traditions across the world. In the modern era, elk have become a cornerstone of ecotourism and wildlife observation. National parks, such as Yellowstone in the United States, attract millions of visitors each year who come to witness the grandeur of these animals in their natural habitats. The sight of a bull elk, with its massive antlers silhouetted against a sunset, or the sound of its bugle call resonating through a crisp autumn morning, is an unforgettable experience for nature enthusiasts. Despite their resilience, elk face numerous challenges in the contemporary world. Habitat fragmentation, caused by urban development, agriculture, and infrastructure projects, reduces the availability of suitable grazing and migration routes. Climate change is also altering the landscapes elk depend on, affecting the timing and availability of food sources. Additionally, elk populations are vulnerable to diseases, such as chronic wasting disease, which poses a significant threat to deer and elk species. Human-wildlife conflict is another pressing issue. As elk populations grow and expand into new territories, interactions with humans increase. Elk may raid crops, damage property, or pose hazards on roads, leading to tensions between wildlife and local communities. Conservationists and wildlife managers are working to mitigate these conflicts through measures such as creating wildlife corridors, installing fencing, and educating communities about coexistence strategies. Elk play a crucial role in their ecosystems, serving as prey for apex predators such as wolves, bears, and mountain lions. Their grazing habits influence vegetation patterns, benefiting other wildlife species by creating habitats and food resources. In areas where elk were reintroduced, such as Yellowstone National Park, their presence has had profound ecological effects, demonstrating the importance of maintaining balanced ecosystems. The story of the elk is one of resilience and adaptation. From surviving harsh winters to thriving in diverse landscapes, these animals exemplify the tenacity of wildlife in the face of adversity. Their beauty, strength, and ecological importance remind us of the interconnectedness of all life and the need to protect the natural world. As stewards of the earth, it is our responsibility to ensure the survival of these magnificent creatures. By preserving their habitats, supporting conservation efforts, and fostering a deeper understanding of their role in ecosystems, we can ensure that elk continue to roam freely, enriching our world with their presence. Let us celebrate the elk not only as a symbol of nature's beauty and resilience, but also as a reminder of the delicate balance we must maintain to preserve the wild for future generations. Together, we can protect the elk and the wilderness they call home, ensuring that these majestic animals thrive for centuries to come.